Am I the a-hole for wanting to divorce my husband after he brought up polyamory?
What about more the merrier?
This comes from Cassie18744, who says, "Hi, I've been married to my hubby for 4 years and we've been together for 12 years. After a lot of financial struggle, we bought a house and we are now planning to get kids.
Woo.
Nothing can go wrong from here.
Get those kids.
We're good to go.
Or something.
This is a few months ago. My husband fell sick and had to stay home for a while. He decided to pick up an online game and started to have weekly sessions with a group of players.
Players play.
Players do play. Among them is a girl. Whoa! A girl came here?
No!
What is this?
Be gone!
30, I think. And long story short, he fell in love with her.
Damn, she won that game.
Dude, she won the
She
game
won the
of life.
ultimate game.
Dude, the ultimate game. The only one that
She
really
has
matters.
game.
She has game, too.
She has
Golly.
game and she won it.
Oh, man, dude. So many puns. What's happening? He broke down crying a month ago and admitted it. He told me it built up so gradually he didn't understand how he felt until it was too late.
What's too late? Like they, I don't know, got
I have to
on
leave you.
stream and had their players mesh with each
Oh,
other.
true.
Did they put their Minecraft beds next to each other?
Oh,
Whoa, dude, that?
the Minecraft bed
That's
next to
heinous.
each other.
Whoa.
Did they sleep next to each other in those Minecraft beds?
Or was there one?
Did they sleep in
did
the
they
same
combine?
Minecraft bed?
Were they on overnight Discord calls?
Ooh, yeah, it could get pretty spicy.
That's
I want to
good.
know how far he went.
Me too. I think we'll see. They started texting privately after meeting and eventually had one-on-one calls together. Then, at some point, she told him that she was in love with him and he realized it was mutual.
They got a brain connect, you know?
Yeah, this is so sad.
Don't let your wife stop you from fighting your wife.
Save your daughter, 2024. He said he told her it was impossible, but loved her too. They tried to be just friends, but they couldn't resist and continued to show affection for each other. He showed me the texts, but also ventured into spicy texting.
Ooh.
Yikes. She asked if she could meet him face to face, but he refused.
So they haven't even met face to face.
Yeah, they haven't met face to face.
But his
It
profile
seems.
pic looks great.
I would love if this was a catfish situation.
Ooh.
I would love it. It would be sweet revenge.
Well, so reading it back, and they started texting privately after meeting and eventually had one-on-one calls together. Okay, it's not super clear if it's been like video calls yet or if it's just been like Discord audio calls. Yeah.
I think it was just like after meeting in the gaming world.
Yeah, like after they
Yeah, after they met up in
had
freaking
conversed
Minecraft or
online.
Fortnite
Before.
or whatever the kids
Yeah.
are playing these days.
Kids!
Roblox. Yeah.
Roblox, true.
Roblox.
Is that what the kids are playing?
Shout out to the kids. I wouldn't know about it. He told me all of this, apologized over and over again, and told me he couldn't control himself. And while he loved both of us, that seems like the wrong thing to say. It was.
I mean, he's being honest.
That is true. That is true. And while he loved both of us, it was me he would choose no matter what.
Okay, that's good. Because my next question was, they're both hanging off a cliff. Who does he save? So he chooses her. Chooses his wife.
Which is good. Which is good.
She's my wife.
I was still very upset and slept at a friend's house that night to gather.
Okay.
I decided to forgive him because he clearly felt guilt and wanted to work it out. I told him that while I was deeply hurt, I still appreciated him coming forward to me and being honest about what happened.
Yeah, but it was after like spicy texts. Like, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, like you've already cheated.
the trust is broken. I think I would be different if it was like, oh, I started developing these feelings, but nothing happened.
Yes.
You know, and it was just over the like. But they already sent messages.
Yeah,
I feel
this
like.
too late thing. So if it was too late, and this is still like crazy, but if it was like too late and he was like, hey, I've realized I have feelings for this person. I haven't done anything, but like I've
That's
realized.
better.
That's at least a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But I guess sending texts is better than just doing it in person.
I guess degrees.
Degrees.
Is this first degree cheating? Is it capital cheating?
I think it's first degree.
First degree cheating?
Second.
Well, cheating in the second degree, right? Because
Yeah.
first degree murder is the worst murder.
I think capital is the worst, but like in the The 1, 2, 3s.
Yeah.
Which one is the worst murder?
Yeah.
I think I'd say third degree murder. This is manslaughter.
Yeah. This is man cheating.
Man cheating.
Manslaughter of cheating.
I think it's cheating in the third degree.
Cheating in the third degree. I'm down. I'm with that. I'm with that. We got into long conversations about how we were feeling in our relationship. I accepted he could love someone else, but I said I didn't like how he handled it by literally cheating and spicy texting. Yep. He agreed, and then yesterday he asked if I was comfortable opening up the marriage to polyamory. My
Babe,
guy.
I choose you every single time. But if you let me choose someone else, I would.
Ooh.
If you let me, I'd choose both of you. But I would choose you. But if you let me, I'd choose both.
2 is company, but 3?
That's a crowd that I want to be straight dab in the middle of.
Oh, good golly goobers. He said he still wanted to live with me and have kids, but can't erase nor ignore the feelings he has for her. That is literally, you said, oh, I would choose you. That's what that means.
Yeah, you're not.
Right?
You're not choosing her. If you're having your cake and eating it too.
But
Dude.
like, can you blame the guy? Hear me out. Hear me out.
So I'm
Yes.
excited. I'm excited.
Wait,
to
what do
hear
you
this.
mean?
I'm so excited.
We can totally blame the guy.
Okay. You all that are listening right now, listen to these two beautiful men on these microphones that sound phenomenal. Tell me you haven't fallen in love with these guys. Tell me that. You guys hear them all the time in your ears, and they are lovely. How could you not?
Yeah, have you told your significant others about us? Our little throuple we got going?
Yeah, dude. It's getting a little crazy over here.
Quadruple?
Actually, I mean,
Pentuple?
yeah, let's keep it there.
John's uncomfortable.
5. We're keeping it at 5.
5.
Have you told him/her about it?
I think it's about that time.
It's about that time. What, you've been listening for a year?
We've been in your ears
Possibly
for way too
more.
long.
Yeah, I've been whispering sweet nothings
Not okay.
every single night.
I've just been talking regularly.
I've been whispering for both of us.
Sam's been whispering.
Yeah.
Sweet nothings.
I've been whispering for all the things John can't say.
That's right. Yes. So tell him it's about time. He says he wants to do it right and let us both see other people with clear boundaries in communication and still be present for one another.
I feel like his boundaries are like, you can't do anything with them. You could maybe go on a date, but I can do whatever.
It's the classic. We've seen this 100 times. I'm going to be honest, it made me feel very uncomfortable at first. We have several friends who are poly. I know more or less how it works, but I never really thought about getting into it myself. I am not against it. It just never crossed my mind before. I am trying to think it through, but it's a lot to take in. Sorry, my writing is probably messy, but it's kind of hard to focus. I guess it's too early to decide, and we have a lot more to discuss beforehand, but still, could you guys give me more opinions on this? Thanks a lot. We have relevant comments. We have an update, but real quick pit stop. Everyone in the comments, Sam, what should Opie do?
I mean, this is a big shift. And
Massive.
it's not a shift that came from a like mutual desire to explore. It's a shift that came from OP trying to legitimize a lie that happened within the relationship. And the lie was like, basically, I'm going to commit fully to you. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And now he is completely gone against that by falling in love and spicy texting someone else. So I think it, like, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but it definitely is shaky ground to be building a new relationship because trust has been broken.
Yes. Yeah, I think like he's getting off really easy even before the polyamory suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
he's getting
now-
off I think OP is being way too lenient.
That's what I'm saying. Like this guy was getting off easy already, and like not like OP wasn't really bringing the hammer down and being very like empathetic and like, you know, but now he brings up this. Like you can only, I feel like he actually could have proposed this in a much, like he might have been able to like slide this through and have it be something that was good if he didn't let himself get to that point.
Yeah.
There's no way he didn't know before it went too far.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. I hate that.
Exactly. I think before you open up your relationship, at the very least reestablish trust with your partner.
Yes.
And then maybe you talk about that. But man's trying to like build a whole house on a shoestring.
Or is he like, let's just take the trust in the relationship, remove it so we don't need it anymore, and now we're good to go.
Maybe he's just trying to go all in on this new relationship. He's like, I want this thing to fail, but I'm too scared to leave.
Yeah, that's a good, like just keep saying things until she breaks up with you.
Yeah.
Well, we have some relevant comments, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a crazy thing to ask.
Yeah, this is absolutely
Crazy thing
I
to
don't think
ask.
we've seen it asked in this fashion ever on this show.
I think if I was to say what OP should do right now, at least take a break.
At least take a break. I like that. I like that a lot.
Riley, I heard you got a bum left shoulder. What happened?
Yeah, so I was in the doing CrossFit workout, doing some thrusters.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, thrust.
on my like 9th rep, I went up and it went like this,
Ooh.
and my left shoulder just freaking gave out.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's been bothering me a lot, and I don't know what.
How
to
long
do
ago
with
was
it.
that?
It happened like 6 months ago, but
Oh, that's
I'm
a
just-
while.
Yeah, I'm just like ignoring it because you know I'll get stronger, I'll get better.
No. You shouldn't
Riley.
ignore it. You got to get that checked out.
Yeah, and you know where you need to go, Riley?
ZocDoc!
That's right. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you.
And instantly book appointments to them online.
And these docs all have verified reviews from actual real patients.
We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists.
And you can filter for ones that take your insurance.
And treat basically any condition you're searching for.
The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between just 24 and 72 hours.
Sometimes even the same day.
I use ZocDoc. We use ZocDoc. We should all use ZocDoc. Go check them out right now.
Go to ZocDoc.com/OKOP and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/OKOP, ZocDoc.com/OKOP, and let's get back to the show. So the first commenter one, I'd be divorcing so fast. Short, sweet, and simple. Dog of the Bone says, so he cheated and now he wants to keep cheating by calling it poly. Lol, come on. Do not have kids with this man for the love of God. And if you have any self-respect, you'll be serving him divorce papers soon as possible. Sorry, your husband is a cheating butt.
Dang.
Yeah. Just really laying into OP
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Swamp Cat says, you got married under the assumption you would remain monogamous.
Yes. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
literally
That's
the contract.
Yes.
Yes. He is trying to fundamentally change the nature of your relationship. If I were you, I would drop any attempts at conceiving and figure out your next steps.
Oh, yeah. Definitely don't have kids.
Yes.
At least not right now.
Stop that.
Stop that train.
Stop. Personally, I would not stay with someone who desired an open relationship. You need to decide if it's something you're willing to entertain or not.
But I feel like right now is not the time to entertain it.
It is not the time. This is the worst time possibly imaginable.
Yeah. His timing is terrible.
But
But
at this time right now, we have an update. Let's see it. So, first of all, sorry I didn't reply to all of the comments. I'm very thankful for them. They helped me realize hard but fair truths about the whole situation. I waited for a bit to think about it and had multiple long discussions with my husband. I wanted to confront him before making a final decision. To answer some of your questions, the other girl wanted to meet him, but they never did. Partly because my husband refused, but honestly, mostly because she lives too far from here. I still got checked for STIs, and I'm clean. Yay, that's good. Yeah,
Huge.
that was smart. As for our polyamory friends, they apparently were the ones who suggested him to go down the polyamory road. Come on, bro.
I mean, I get it. Of course your poly friends are going to be like, yeah, come down this road we've already
but
gone
after
down.
he broke the trust of the relationship,
I mean,
I get them.
I don't think it's
suggesting in
good
general.
advice. I don't think it's good
You
advice.
understanding
but I
where-
it's like I don't know. I feel like it's like the fast food company man being like, yeah, you should eat more fast food here.
Right.
I don't. That's a terrible.
I got you.
The
It's
fast
like-
food man.
It's like anyone that's like, I want to grow my business. We're like, oh, do content. Content will help you so much. Is that better?
I don't think that's better. I think it's like.
Let's get another one.
I think let's see. Let me think. What is it like?
It's like the pill.
You know what
man.
it's like? You know what it's like?
What?
It's everyone who owns Bitcoin telling everyone else to buy Bitcoin because if they buy Bitcoin, then their Bitcoin is more valuable.
That's a lot.
That's
more
what it's
work.
like.
Yeah, that is a lot warmer. Yeah, it helps.
It
normalize
helps normalize
Or
poly couples,
it's
and so
like,
they're incentivized.
because they can have more people in their relationships.
Yeah, they could add to their poly
They're
horde.
trying to have yeah. They're just trying to have like a giant circle of like 40 people all in one. Poly
Yeah, I don't think
relationship.
that's how poly groups work, but I like to imagine it's like, you know, like those snowballs that just pick up more things as they
Yeah.
roll down a hill. That's the poly horde.
It's just
They're
bodies.
they're
People are just freaking
just-
macking on each other down a hill, and they're just like collecting more and more people. Just
Very inclusive.
super inclusive.
Uh,
Wow. Well. So OP says, I stopped talking to them for now, the poly friends. I'll deal with the bigger problem first. I told him his actions hurt me deeply and that while I appreciated him admitting his affair, it was still infidelity. I told him what you guys said, that turning into polyamory was merely green-lighting the affair after the fact.
Agreed.
That polyamory should be built on mutual trust and communication, which he already broke.
Agreed. We're so good at this. We're
Come on.
so good.
We literally said all these things.
That's what we said.
Come on now.
Listen to us.
Yeah.
We're better than a therapist.
We're smart. We're smart boys.
OKOP. Better than
Better than a
therapist.
therapist, dude. What a tagline. That I didn't feel respected. It destroyed him, and he said he already knew deep down, but didn't want to admit it, neither to me nor to himself. We both screamed and cried a lot.
Screamed?
Guess so. Guess passionate discussion, dude.
Well, I
He
guess.
plays video games. Of course he's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a gamer
He's-
moment, babe.
He's rage quitting his relationship, his marriage. He finally admitted he wanted to open the marriage for selfish reasons.
No sh.
Whoa! Oh, really? Plot twist! Never saw that one coming. Wow. He is very sorry. He cut off contact with the other girl, let me fully access his computer and phone, and now wants to go to counseling to repair our relationship and marriage. He is showing me a lot of affection and attention since then, although he admits himself it's sometimes out of guilt and not just out of pure love.
Question, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Divorce or therapy?
How long, has it
do
been?
anything.
How long has it been?
Let's see. How long have they been married? They're 33 and 34, so we know their age.
Have they been married for at least 4 years?
So they've been together since they were 28, 20.
Oh,
Oh,
we've been
I see.
together for 12 years.
I think therapy could be good.
I'm just like picking up his vibe, and I hate it.
Hey, man made a big boo-boo. But 12 years. 12 years?
I mean, 12 years is a long time, so I could see them.
12
You
years.
know.
12 years.
But I just like.
It's a big boo-boo.
I think I just hate this guy. I think
Yeah,
I have like a big bias against this guy.
I mean, according to the golden rules,
They are golden and rules.
he's only used up one.
But did he? He didn't actually.
Do the dirty deed, though.
They were spicy
Third,
texting.
it was cheating in the third degree. I think it still counts.
Yeah, third degree cheating, which
Yeah.
is still got cheating in there.
Yeah.
Okay, emotional.
Yeah,
no, it's further than emotional.
No, it's further than emotional. It's spicy
Yeah.
texts. If you send a booty pic, I think that counts.
They sent that
Yes.
And at least they sent.
They
you
were
receipt.
spicy texting.
Yeah, they were spicy texting.
like that. I thought it was like.
No.
I like the way you gameplayed it, babe.
No. They were like,
I think they were sending booty pics.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think 12 years and one booty pic. I think it deserves therapy.
I mean,
Because it sounds like that's what OP is like. Like there's a lot of good in the relationship. Again, really, really bad move. But maybe therapy can help.
yeah, no, I think in like almost any scenario, going to therapy first, just to kind of almost
Yeah.
like,
And then
me-
see, like,
yeah, almost like mediate
yeah.
going into the divorce if it is at that. Oh, there's some things that are just like, okay, I need to divorce it.
I think if you
immediately,
go into, I think you, and I'm not saying you don't divorce, but I think
Yeah.
because there's been 12 years of a relationship and it was only a couple booty pics,
but- yeah,
maybe it deserves therapy. And then if you realize, oh, like we have really departed in what our values are, which it seems like has already taken place, then divorce.
yeah. I think I'm ICUing a divorce
Yeah.
because I think he's
I think
he's
they're gonna
not going to stop being an idiot.
I think they're going to stay together. I think everyone's going to hate my take too. I think everyone's going to hate it, but I stick by it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Now I'm excited.
I stick
Now we
by
got
it.
we got two sides.
I
We're gonna
think they're
duke it
going to
out
stay
and see.
together. Come on. Well, come on. It's a predictive tool. 12 years? One booty pick?
Dude,
You're
this
telling
guy,
me 12 years of marriage can't overcome one booty pick?
this guy,
Then you got
is an
momentum.
idiot.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
he's so dumb, and I hate him.
I don't think they're going to divorce.
We'll see. Now I'm excited. This just added more excitement to the story. So, OP says, and now I want to make it work too.
What did I tell you? Sam's golden rules, predictive tools for relationships. Ba, ba, ba.
But
Oh.
don't let him cook. But am I? Or is it just sunk cost fallacy because they've been together for 12 years? The kryptonite of the golden rules. Oh, I'm dying. I don't know. Man, OP in one sentence just like threw us both. We were like Drake and Kendrick over here, just like trading spots. We're like, who's gonna win? We don't know. Every time it goes back.
No, I'm still. I think they're gonna move through it.
Our first session is in 2 months. The earliest we could get. Dang, that's
What
far
are you
away.
talking about? Get a B rate one before you get A rate. You know, this is you need emergency attention.
Yeah. We need the big red button therapy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Now,
You need like clear. Yeah, okay.
defibrillator therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
And every day I change my mind. Dude, me and Sam are going to go through it today. Literally yesterday, I wanted to leave him. While today, I think it's worth giving a try. Because we've known each other for so long.
12 years.
We understand each other on a very deep level,
Super well.
share lots of interests,
A lot of interest.
and have already built so much together.
They're building.
He was there for me during hard parts of my life, and he took responsibility for his actions and is really trying. Plus, if I leave him, I'd have to start my life nearly from scratch, find a new place to live, go back into dating for the first time in 12 years. I don't want to lose everything. It sounds very hard and scary. Am I too old for this?
You're never too old. And if what you have is shit, do you mind losing it?
Great point. But at the same time, that's a form of denial, isn't it? It doesn't matter if those years were good. It's not going to be the same. Even if he gains my trust back, even if I forgive him, I'll never forget. I think he is genuinely remorseful, but isn't it too late for that? I am too empathetic. Him being present now doesn't erase what was done. Do I want to stay? Not because I still believe in this relationship, but because I don't have the strength to ask for the divorce. Because it's the easy choice, some kind of codependency. I have no idea. I can picture both paths clearly, and it's tearing me apart. OP is tearing me apart too because we don't know. I am
Predictive
lost.
Tool. That's all I'm saying.
I am lost, maybe even more than I was when I wrote my previous post. I've lost sleep and appetite, and I'm not sure I enjoy anything in my life anymore. I booked an appointment with a psychologist for me alone to help with this whole thing.
Smart.
Very smart. Very smart. I am sorry. At this point, I am rambling. I know I am the only one who can decide what's okay and comfortable for me or not. It's ultimately my choice and my choice only. The emotional hell I am going through just makes thinking about that choice very hard and paralyzing. I'll go to both therapies, hers and the couple's, and try to see what to do from there. I'll try to update, but it's probably going to take a while. I'm sorry. I want to thank you again for your support, and I'm sending you guys a lot of love. And there is an edit, but quick pit stop. Comment, Sam, still feeling like divorce? Or not staying together, rather?
So I don't think that I do not think she's gonna be the one to cut things off. 12 years. I don't think so.
Right. So she, which to be fair, still stands on your original statement technically of like she will not divorce.
I don't think so. I mean, there's so much.
But maybe he will step away.
I could maybe. I don't want to say that because it does sound like he's really trying, but he's like, I'm in love with this person that I haven't even seen. There must be a huge draw there that he's like suppressing, and I think he's also, as we said, an idiot.
What if she shows up to the house
of the person and asks for a throuple
of their house and just?
You mean that person?
Yeah, the gamer girl. If the gamer girl shows up at the house and then he sees her in person and she's like, I had to fight for you. I had to come back and da-da-da-da.
He hasn't even seen her in person. He's like that obsessed. Like
he goes to a gamer convention. Who parts ways and then in front of his favorite booth
The only thing, like, all right, I think OP should leave this guy for sure.
Yeah.
Because he actually hasn't been, like, everything that he's shown has seemed like he's choosing this gamer girl over OP. Like, he hasn't really shown that he's choosing OP really.
Yeah.
And so I think OP should leave, but using the 12-year relationship as a predictive tool, I do not think she will.
She should, but she
should, but she won't.
But she won't.
If there's an update, is there an update?
Oh, there's more.
Pooh.
Edit. A couple of a bit of info I should have mentioned, but didn't because of all that I was putting into the writing without omitting something that is much harder than I thought. He cut off contact with her because once he told her he was married and wanted us both, she just ran away and broke up with him.
Ooh.
So she's gone now.
Ooh.
There are times since then where my husband started feeling sad or angry because of what's basically withdrawal.
Oh.
And for that, he's smart and at least sensible enough not to blame me for it. What kind of marriage did we have before this crisis? It will sound so naive. It was my first and only romantic relationship. We grew very close and basically grew as adults together. We could talk about anything and understand each other. We share the same values and interests. What changed, I think, is that we got into a routine and he got bored. During our argument, he said he was addicted to the attention the girl was giving him and that he felt like I didn't show him I was in love with him enough anymore.
Oh, come on. Don't put blame on her.
Yeah, dude. No. If you feel that way, then you tell your wife that.
Yeah,
you voice it, literally. That's the only way that argument is valid.
We're going to get back into the story, John, but something is amiss.
What is it?
I think you haven't subscribed.
What are you doing?
If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now.
Do it.
All right, let's get back into the story.
I told him that even if it was true, he should have told me, bingo, instead of having an affair. Double bingo. On one hand, I have my faults too, and I could accept this as one of them. On the other hand, I was taking care of him and the house while he was sick. I don't think he believes it. I don't think he means it, but it makes me wonder whether I was actually a good wife for him, even though I am not responsible for his actions. Thanks again for your support, y'all. It's a lot to process, but it helps me so much, and we have some relevant comments to close out this story. OP on if she and her husband have kids and plans on getting counseling. OP says kids are off the table.
Good.
Thank God.
Good. Definitely don't want to build anything like that on that unstable ground.
Absolutely.
I still think he needs to earn back her trust.
Yeah.
If they want, and they have to do therapy. If you stay, definitely don't skimp on the therapy, the couples therapy, and really, I guess try to understand what does winning back trust even look like for you?
Yeah. What is it? Yeah. What is it? What does it look like? What does it mean? Yeah. 100%. If we do go into counseling and it goes exceptionally well, maybe we'll talk about kids. But for now, the distrust is already there. He says, I love you, but I never know whether it's to regain my trust. Whether he means it or not. Even if he does he love me, or is it a lie he tells himself? Dog of the Bone says, if you choose to say, don't be surprised if in a year you find him talking to someone again. Cheaters are sneaky. They'll show remorse and swear they've changed. Meanwhile, they're smirking inside because they've started a new affair and think they can get away with it this time. OP says, thank you. It's obvious and well known. Once a cheater, always a cheater. But reading it helps me fight denial. I really need to break up with him. If not for myself, just to show him that actions have consequences.
She needs to. So she knows she has to, but she hasn't.
She hasn't yet. And that is all that we have written in the story.
So who's more right, Riley?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, this is.
Riley. Who's more right? So we both predicted certain things. Who's more right?
I mean, you were on the money.
Also, this was posted 2 days ago,
so we may get an update.
So this isn't like 5 years ago. You know, it's like we could get an update. But continue.
I mean, Sam, you were on the money, but the only flaw in it was you didn't think she could divorce the husband. But now she's coming to her senses.
I don't think she will.
Even after that last part.
She just said she should, which I think she knows that she should. But I think 12 years is a lot of momentum. And I think she will choose to try to make the relationship better and do therapy before she.
The exact sentence there is, I really need to break up with him.
But will she is the
Yeah,
thing.
but if she
That's
said,
her
I am
mindset.
going to break up with him,
Yeah.
people say, I really need to quit nicotine. And here people are popping Zins like they're Tic Tacs.
That's true.
But John had a good point as well. It's still up in the air in my.
No, we need.
It's up in the air.
Because OP didn't give a decision. You literally have to.
You're
be
the only.
one that makes the decision.
Who is more right?
What do you think? What do you think is ultimately going to happen?
Yeah.
What Sam said, I feel like is ultimately going to happen. But I want to happen what you said.
Yeah.
So bad, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's leaning this way. But I'm hoping it'll lean that way.
There you go. That's a tiebreaker. That's a tiebreaker. It's what we needed.
I hope we get an update. OP,
please.
if you listen to this, I feel like, and you know what? I actually do think going to therapy is going to help crystallize a lot of this. So you
agree.
may not know exactly what to do now, but go to therapy with your partner, and I think you will discover what his true intentions are, and that will help you inform whether you should divorce or stay in this relationship.
Yes. I agree.
But what do you think? Put your answers in the comments below.
Who won?
Who won?
Who's next?
You decide.
OKOP stories. By the way, I don't want a divorce from this episode.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
You want to do some little therapy?
Is there more that we could
I
possibly
think
do?
we could talk it out with this next story.
Heyo!
Fun fact: I ordered barefoot shoes.
Those are the toe ones?
Little toes.
Dude, are you from Florida or am I from Florida? That's the real question.
Is that a Florida thing?
I had some when
Yeah.
I was younger.
Barefoot shoes?
Yep.
And what do you think?
I had them when I was younger. Kid.
Apparently, they're better. They're better for your ankles. Like I wouldn't roll my ankles as much.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, that's good advertisement right there. They also say that with basketball.
I don't think they did. Basketball shoes.
I feel like a thicker, like a sole would help prevent you from rolling your ankle.
No, because
Did you roll your ankle while barefoot surfing?
Yes, but that was extenuating circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Mother Nature.
You were already barefoot. You don't need the shoe.
I mean, that is a great point, but extenuating circumstances.
I love.
Anyways,
Let's
get back to this.
What do we got?
Let's go to this next story. So, also, if anyone has any advice on barefoot running, I want to start running longer distances in bare feet because contrary to what Riley and John are saying, I do think it's better for my ankles. And I was born to run in my feet.
He was born to run.
We are all born to run with our feet and nothing else.
But now we have pavement and rocks.
We had rocks back then.
But not pavement.
Have you heard
Yeah.
of the Stone Age? There was nothing but rocks.
But what about grass?
Grass, dude.
Yeah.
And there were rocks
Dirt.
and rocks.
But you're not running on rocks. No
Bro,
one runs on rocks.
You're telling me in the
Except for Wim Hof.
in the millions of years of evolution since Australopithecus,
Didn't happen.
Australopithecus,
I'm a young earther.
Australopithecus. Since Australopithecus was roaming the plains of Africa,
Yes.
you're saying that not one human
Of course, one
or
person
human
has run on
descendant
rocks.
ran on rocks.
Some people ran, but
Some people ran on rocks.
They weren't like
They
that
were
wasn't
built to
their
run on
normal. Their normal thing.
What
That's something
about-
you do if you have to.
What about the rock people?
There are no rock people.
There are rock people. There are people that carve their homes out of rocks like 20,000 years ago.
You know why they do that?
Why?
Because they're built like that.
I'm built like that.
Well, then do it.
That's why I'm getting bare feet.
Well, then do it. Okay.
I am.
Ooh.
I am gonna do it, and my ankles are gonna be great.
Why do you need to prove this to us then?
Because I wasn't asking you guys. I was asking them. You guys just chimed in. I was having a heart-to-heart with y'all asking, hey, does anyone wear barefoot shoes? Can you give me any advice? And then the two people who never run, Mr.
I'm
Bikey
red.
McGee and Mr. CrossFit, are like, oh, let me tell you about barefoot running.
I'm not saying anything about barefoot running. I'm just saying people don't usually run on rocks.
Bro,
That's not their optimal path. They ran on dirt, they ran on grass, but I want to run to this next story.
All right. Am I the a-hole for not realizing I'd created a family with my next door neighbor?
Maybe you should have ran away barefoot.
This comes from next door family. And they say, 3 years ago, a woman named Cassie, 32 female, and her son Kenny, 13 male, moved into the apartment next door. They had a few boxes, so I figured I, 31 male, would offer to help and get off to a good start. I noticed Kenny had a PS4, so I told him that I game as well, and he was free to come over and play my systems anytime he wanted if his mother allowed it. I have a PS5, a Switch, and a PC as an FYI. Since I'm a mechanic, I told Cassie if she had car trouble, she should come to me anytime since I help out a lot of people on the floor with their cars as well. And she accepted.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Oh, goodness.
Helping people out on the floor.
All right.
Anyway, I didn't really interact with either Kenny or Cassie besides a few hays for a few weeks initially. But a little more than a month after moving in, Cassie knocked on my door and asked if I could check her car because the engine wasn't turning over. Turns out the spark plugs needed to be changed, which was easy enough to do. And Cassie was very thankful for my help and offered to pay. But I told her, no problem, ma'am. She insisted and invited me to dinner with her and Kenny. Ooh.
On the floor?
On the floor. And I was hesitant to accept, but she insisted on it. Okay. Heating up.
What? He was like literally like, oh, I'll game with your kid, but he's hesitant to accept a dinner?
Well, he's like, you don't need to pay me back. I was just
right.
helping out a neighbor.
Fair enough.
But I think this is a sneaky date. Sneaky date.
Yeah.
The next day, we had dinner, and it was a good time. I learned a lot about her and talked to Kenny more. He's a good kid, really into games, science, and his guitar. We even all went over to my place for some Mario Kart. From then on, I got really close to Kenny. I viewed him like a little brother. He came over to play my games almost every day, and I even started teaching him about cars. I've even brought him to my shop to introduce him to tools. Aw.
That is literally so adorable.
Like a little stepdad. He's a quick study. And he even told Cassie he wants to be a mechanic just like me. I told him, kid, you got to aim higher. Become an engineer. He's now even looking into engineering programs.
Dude.
At 13?
Oh, bro, in Silicon Valley, he's late. Like, bro, you haven't sold $1 billion startup by the time you're 13 years old. Get out of my face.
Yeah. Well, the other day, Kenny brought one of his friends over to his apartment. I met the friend, and he said, this is OP. He's like my dad. Not going to lie. That took me by surprise. I always viewed Kenny as my little brother. But here he is saying I'm like a dad to him. I asked Cassie about this, and she seemed surprised I even asked. She said that she would never force that role on me, but that he did view me as his father. Oh, he even hoped that me and Cassie would get together so that we can be a real family.
Cassie's saying the kid said this? Or
Yeah.
The kid said this?
And then Cassie then said she wouldn't mind that either. I asked her if she was asking me out. She just smiled and said, yeah.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
I was
Dude.
surprised, but said, okay. OP is just surprised all the time.
Sure, I was shocked. I was flabbergasted.
Let's go, OP. Okay.
Yeah, this is so adorable.
This is so
the
cute.
most
This
adorable.
is so cute. Accidentally becomes a father figure. Accidentally gets a date for being so nice. Also, great way to get a date. Ask someone for a favor and be like, hey, as a thank you, let me take you out to dinner.
I did that one time. I took care of my neighbor's goats, and she took me out to dinner.
You got that goat?
She said, I'm going to be gone for a week. Can you take care of my goats? I said, yeah.
The
Anytime.
fact that Riley is like, yeah, the favor was taking care of their goats.
Wait.
Bro.
She asked you for a favor to take care of goats?
Yeah.
And then she's like, thank you. I'll take you out to dinner.
And she took me to sushi in the movie.
You were like,
That's a date.
You seized the opportunity. You're like, oh, like, let
That's
me
a
do
date.
something nice.
No. She asked him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the point, right? Like he saw an opportunity, like, oh, like let me do this favor, and then hopefully in return she'll be.
I don't
like,
think. Were you thinking you were getting a date out of it?
I thought I was going to get like $20, but then
Then you got a
I
date.
got a date out of
But
it.
then it happened.
Yeah. And then my dad took me outside, and he was like, all you could see could be yours because like her parents own the land across like that touched ours. And he said,
Yeah.
all the land you could see could be yours.
What
Like
happened?
Mufasa.
I just not my type. And also, I shouldn't say. You guys are gonna clown me like crazy.
What?
Oh, that
Come on.
makes me want to hear exactly what you're about to say.
It's a small town,
Yep.
so like he could be my like 6 cousin.
Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Oh my God. That's
like-
amazing.
So like she took me to sushi and dinner, and I told my cousin about it. He's like, wait a minute.
Oh, that's my cousin.
Wait,
He said, that's my cousin, but he's not really blood related or what it may be. I don't know how he's related to me. We just call him cousins. And so he's like, yeah, she might be your cousin. I was like, oh, cool.
And he's like, that's cool with me.
Fine by me. Even
Honestly,
more
made it that
reason.
way.
What's stopping you?
Yeah.
Come on, cuz.
My great grandfather did have like 11 brothers, so I got
Yeah,
a lot of
so
cousins.
you got a lot of, yeah.
Yeah.
The town is basically your family.
Basically, yeah.
That's amazing. The most Riley story ever.
Oh,
Anyways,
that was great.
that was
Oh,
amazing.
dude,
Anyway.
I'm gonna get trolled so hard.
yeah, yeah. Troll Riley in the comments, please.
Welcome.
No, this is bad though.
Wow. Going back to Cassie and OP, Cassie said she wouldn't mind either. We have a dinner date this weekend, and I'm nervous as hell. I don't want to ruin things with Cassie and or Kenny. I really do love both of them, but I'm not sure how I feel about being the father figure for Kenny. It's a lot of responsibility, and I'm not entirely sure I'm the guy for that. And Cassie, she's a really amazing woman. I just hope I can measure up to her expectations. In just asking Reddit, are my worries unfounded? Should I put some boundaries between me and Kenny? How do I not screw up with Cassie? So, everyone in the comments, John, Riley, what do you think? Should OP put boundaries between him and Cassie, and how does should OP put boundaries between him and Kenny, and how should he not screw things up with Cassie?
I think maybe you can go on the the first checkpoint is like the first date, and like doing that and seeing like, okay, like how does it feel engaging with Cassie in like a romantic scenario versus like they've obviously interacted a lot in like friendly scenarios, and see how that is. And then after the date, sit down and ask yourself like, okay, is this something that I'm like curious to like going down that road, or does this seem like I like don't want to keep going? And
Yeah, and I think if
remain
you're worried
friends?
about, like, I don't think you put boundaries up between you and Kenny, but I think if anything, if you're worried about any of the dynamics, just keep things slow and
Yeah.
like,
That's a great point.
like keep things platonic
Yeah.
and slow and ease into the relationship.
That's what I was gonna say, because his pace that he's going at right now is great. He just needs to keep it up.
Keep it up.
because it is kind of a lot like let's say you're in OP's scenario and you're like, oh, you're like showing this kid like mechanics and all this stuff, and then then Cassie's like, oh yeah, he views you as his father figure. You're like,
It's a big responsibility.
it's a
but
big responsibility.
But
yeah.
it's like, it's not because the kid wants him to do more. It's because what he's doing already is
Good point.
doing that.
I mean, how do you feel that I view you as my grandfather?
I love it. I'm gonna pop out these dentures and show you what this mouth do.
Well, let's read some relevant comments. So Zero Joke says, it sounds like you were already fulfilling the job requirements before you were hired. I wouldn't worry about this, OP. This sounds like the start of something beautiful. Moon F1R3 says, quite literally this. You've already been doing all the right things. No reason to worry now. Just keep doing what you've been doing. And then Charbell33 says, he's that guy who's very good at doing something until he realizes that he's doing the thing he's good at. Suddenly he panics and wonders if he's been good enough to do the thing he's already been unknowingly doing. I think exactly that. But there is an update 10 days later.
Woo! Here we go.
And OP says, so, hey all, thanks for all the nice comments on the first post. It's weird being complimented so much, but I guess I like it.
Sam, we're talking about love here.
We are.
I think we're talking about love. I think so.
We often are talking about love.
But the real question is, do you love us?
Because if you love us, you should subscribe right now. This is not the end card.
We're not
done
leaving.
with the episode. We want you to subscribe.
Yes.
Because we're committed to you. Are you committed to us?
Prove it.
All right, let's get back into the episode. So here are some things to clarify before the update. People were asking me if I'm actually attracted to Cassie. The answer is yes. She's one of the strongest, nicest, and most considerate people I know. She constantly puts people before herself, and I always wish that someone would put her first for once. And did I mention that Cassie is super pretty? I guess I just never thought Cassie would find me attractive or be interested in me that way. Now the update. So I was nervous as hell all week leading up to the date on Saturday. During our usual family dinners, Cassie smiled at me a lot more. I don't think Kenny noticed since he was too busy playing on his phone. Cassie not so subtly suggested to Kenny, 13, that he go spend the weekend with his grandparents. He really didn't want to, but she pretty much pushed him out the door.
Bro. Not Kenny's mom making moves.
A little adult alone time?
She's like, we
this
need
weekend?
our own space.
We need a full
OP.
weekend to explore this.
Let's check out this floor you've been talking about.
On,
John does not let go of the floor.
I love the floor.
on Saturday evening, I knocked on Cassie's door, and she opened up wearing an absolutely beautiful dress. Ooh. I broke the tension and asked if that dress was for me. She laughed, and we went on our first date.
Dude, Cassie is putting the moves on my man.
The evening was a little awkward at first, but when we were walking to the restaurant, she grabbed my hand and smiled at me, and it sort of got rid of the awkwardness. From there, the evening went amazing. We talked, laughed, had a great dinner. I asked her what made her change her mind about me, and she said it was the previous Christmas. For reference, Cassie is a hardworking single mom, and Kenny has all his needs met and more, but she can't afford to get him the best, and it really hurts that she can't. She really wanted to get him a PS5 since he was begging for one, but couldn't justify the cost. Since I have disposable income, I hunted for months, checking stock drops until I finally got one.
My gosh. Okay. Finding a PS5 is super hard to do within the past 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, like insanely hard to do. You
I
have
didn't
to like
realize that.
know people from GameStop and other places to get your hands on one.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, because 2020 they announced the PS5, then 2020 happened, then like there was a shortage and it was a whole like who do you know type thing.
Wow.
There's still a shortage?
I don't think so. I think you can now get one, but for the
For a while.
first 2 years it was available.
Right.
So hard to get by.
Crazy.
Way.
Yeah.
So I then surprised Kenny with it on Christmas and told him it was from his mom.
Yo.
OP is so...
Yo.
He's so nice.
Dude.
He's so... like, oh, he's doing the right thing.
Dude is
He's doing the most.
checking all the boxes.
Cassie was shocked and even started crying. Kenny was so excited he didn't even notice her crying. All she could tell me was thank you repeatedly. Apparently that made her realize that she wanted me in both of their lives forever. She tried to deny her feelings, but it didn't work. The conversation the other day was the opening she needed to finally confess how she felt. After dinner, we went back to her place for a nightcap.
Is that what they call
We talked a lot about relationship expectations and how we wanted to proceed. We agreed to be exclusive, take it slow, and not tell Kenny anything about anything until we're sure that this relationship is real and strong. We don't want to give him unrealistic expectations. She also said that her calling me his dad was too much too soon, and she apologized for it. She said it was wishful thinking on her part and probably would have weirded out most people. She said to accept any role with Kenny that I wanted, but she hoped that I would see Kenny as a son eventually. Sorry to disappoint everyone, but we didn't do the deed. Smart. No, that's what we want. We decided that it was too much too soon. I want the floor.
I want the floor. Give me the floor.
We did, however, have a buzzed makeout session. Well,
I'll
the
take it.
following day, we went for brunch and decided to go apple picking. God, James,
Dude.
cute.
Too cute.
It felt damn good to be walking hand in hand with someone you care about and taking lots of pictures doing silly things. At our family dinner yesterday, Cassie sat close to me and was rubbing her foot on my leg. I don't think I've ever been more turned on in my life.
Whoa.
I'm not going to lie, guys. I think I'm falling for Cassie and falling hard. Well, anyway, I think that's it. We're together now, and hopefully this lasts. I don't think I want anyone else. Cassie's everything one could want in a partner, and I hope that I can be worthy of her. She's a really special person. Thanks, everyone. You're all so kind. And there
Oh,
is
update.
another update and some relevant comments. And I think it's going to get cuter.
Dude. I
But
don't know if I can take it.
Honestly.
really quick pit stop. Is OP making all the right moves? Should he continue down this relationship? Let us know in the comments right now. John, what do you think?
Absolutely. It's so adorable. They both seem like they're falling for each other. And dude, the moment where he gets Kenny the PS5.
Oh, so cute.
If I was Cassie, I'd be like, yo, it's go time right now.
It's go time right now.
Dude.
Floor you me now.
Done.
I have an apple orchard like 7 minutes from it takes 20 minutes to get to like a Walmart, but it takes like 5 minutes to get to an apple orchard. No,
Riley-
And all Riley wants is to take some lucky lady to the apple orchard.
now, yeah. Crazy. There's two across the street from each other. They're like rivals.
You have Riley'd harder on this episode than any episode ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think so.
tell you about my cousin I went on a date with in the apple orchard.
Exactly. After I looked after her goats. Bah.
But we got some relevant comments and an update. So,
Please.
Euphoric Winter 4234 says, just do her already. She probably is very frustrated. Respectfully, another frustrated woman with a clueless guy. OP responds, this was the funniest comment I've read on here so far. Believe me, I'm no choir boy and would love to take Cassie to Pound Town.
Let's go.
But I want to respect her and not just seem like I'm in it for the spicy sleep. Taking it slow means not running around like thorny teenagers, unfortunately, but I dare say things have been progressing nicely. We cross little milestones almost every day, and we're working towards big ones. Also, it's way too early for the L word, but I don't know how to describe it as anything other than that. Since people seem to like our story, I guess I'll give you a small little update. We spent Thanksgiving with her parents. Her mother always liked me and was our biggest shipper. Right away, she sussed it out, I guess just by the way we were looking at each other or our energy or something. Women are really good at that kind of stuff. Her mom pulled us aside and asked us if we were together. We denied it at first, but she just gave us some, come on, face, and we gave in and admitted it.
Ooh.
Dude, the come on face is like the best.
Really?
Sometimes it's like a shock at first. It's like, but after they get used to it, it's
Great. You filthy, filthy boys. Not even that funny.
To you, old man. Oh, prim and proper.
That's me, baby.
Uh,
Properest.
She hugged me and practically squeezed the life out of me, lol. Her mom couldn't even hide her smile the rest of the night. Meanwhile, while me and her dad were talking at dinner, Cassie was not so subtly rubbing her feet up and down my legs, causing me to stutter numerous times. Her dad asked me if I was all right. I just said I had bad heartburn.
Damn, dude. Going crazy over here.
Honestly, I feel like a darn high schooler again. This is so new, dangerous, and exciting, like it's almost forbidden in a way. As for Kenny, the little man doesn't suspect a thing. We've been restoring a car together, and that's been keeping his mind occupied. Plus, he's too busy chasing his own crushes.
True.
And then one more relevant comment before the updates. I need an update. I hope everything is good, says Unusual Elevator 253. OP responds, well, I posted a few mini ones in my history, but here's a small one. For Christmas, I'm going to surprise Cassie with a weekend ski trip. She's never been, and she told me she wants to go and try it. As for Kenny, I'm going to take him to see Billie Eilish. He loves her, and I'm going to get as close to the stage as I possibly can. So there you go.
what?
Bro is too perfect. What is this?
Billie Eilish.
Dude.
Pretty solid.
I'm jealous.
I'm jealous.
Wow.
But there is an update.
Woo!
1.5 years later,
Whoa. Oh my God.
my girlfriend just sent me roses to my workplace, and I don't know what to do with myself. So, in the break room at my work, and I'm grinning like an idiot, and I don't know what to do with my hands, so I'm typing this out to get rid of all this nervous energy. I work as a mechanic, and my boss called me over to the office. I thought I effed up somehow, but he had a big-ass bouquet of roses on his desk, and he told me, this is for you. I was like, what the F? But I read the card attached, and it said, just because, love, girlfriend. My boss laughed at me and told me I had a good one, and to try not to F it up. He did say he had to give me poop for it, but he's happy for me. Sure enough, the boys on the floor ripped me to shreds
Yeah.
once they heard about it, but I didn't care. I was floating.
Oh.
Now I'm on my break and I can't stop thinking about how much this completely caught me off guard. Can someone please talk me down from going out to buy her a ring after work? Lol.
The cutest story ever.
I'm not talking you down. Go do it.
Do it.
Edit. Hey everyone, I'm finally off work and I'm really flustered, but I think I calmed down. I don't think I'm going to get her a ring today, but I have to do something. Problem is, I don't know what yet. She deserves absolutely everything, but I can't think of anything that would equal this. I do have an idea of taking her on a last-minute romantic getaway this weekend. Also, to everyone ask, yes, the woman in my story is Cassie from my previous posts. And I do have some relevant comments. Close it out. But everyone in the comments here, John, should he pop the question, bring out the ring?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like you know.
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
I feel
Being
like
called dad.
the vibes are there.
The vibes are there. But Heart According 5241 says, so sweet, not going to stop you, lol. Joe Nix5 says, if they're already talking about marriage being a possibility, absolutely go for it. If not, maybe check with her first how she's feeling on the matter. The proposal itself can be a surprise, but marriage shouldn't be. Sorry to be a downer. I just don't want either of you to get hurt. You both sound so sweet and like an amazing couple. Tryhard 1976 says, she sounds pretty awesome, dude. Your boss is right. Don't F this up by ever taking her for granted. She's a keeper, and you have to commit to being a keeper back for her. That's what makes a loving relationship. And Scrubliminal says, he's a keeper. She's a keeper. Her son Kenny's a keeper. This is a happy update. That's not an update. And that is the end of the updates.
That story was awesome.
So cute.
So cute. Cuteness overload.
Cuteness overload. I
Yeah.
think OP should maybe drop some thoughts about marriage, and maybe they should get together.
That was a good point. If they haven't already like had discussions in the past, it would be good to do that. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The vibes are
Yeah, I feel like something that a rule that we've learned on this show is marriage should never be a surprise,
Mm-hmm.
but the proposal should be.
Yes, absolutely.
But what do you think? Put your answers in the comments below. Should OP go in for the marriage? Is OP doing anything wrong? Is OP going too slow? Who knows? Let us know. Put your answers in the comments. Also, do you have any cuties in your life that are treating you right, giving you flowers? Tell us about it.
Let us know in the comments below.
But if you love these two cuties, make sure to subscribe.
We love you, cutie, and
See you tomorrow!